Check the shoulder, straight line it. Roundabouts, if it's safe to do so, we're looking to straight line them. The reason we do that is because it's less lean angle, less chance of flipping slippy roads or sliding. Lane of least resistance here. Sometimes you come down here, there's nothing in that right lane and you can go past all our observed riders. Uncle Tom, Dick and Harry. Early look here, you can just look over your left shoulder, see there's anything coming down there. Lane least resistance, good, good, good. traffic like this, we're going to go right at the very end. I know it's early, but you'll see the volume of traffic. We're getting boxed in here. 50 mile an hour and you're commuting here at 30. Don't forget, Skip, we've got a far better acceleration rate than cars, and we're looking to get away from the lights. We missed a couple of gaps. We could have got over into the right hand lane early on. See there, you came to a stop with both feet down. When you know you're going to stop here for a while, the traffic light sequence, it's flat, no issue here. Stop with your right foot down, that leaves you your flipping gear lever foot to chop and change the gears, put it in neutral, without having to shuffle your feet to change. So you did it again. Left foot down, then right foot down to change from the gear lever. If you stop, put your right foot down, you're already in the right position then to select your gear for neutral and then first accordingly as and when. Good, nice head checks. So the beauty of these videos, when I send people them afterwards, so I can say things at the time, doesn't matter then that I forgot when to do the debriefs, but more importantly you can see yourself what your head checks are like, whether you've done your noddy dogs, etc, etc. Here we go, 50 limit here now, so there goes, good. And you'll be able to see, because you'll be your own best critic. You look at yourself and you think, oh, I can't see my head moving, so the examiner can't. say these naughty dogs, as Morris all likes to refer to them, sort of left mirror, right shoulder, or right mirror, left shoulder, whatever you're doing when you, depending when you're turning left or right. Say observations, your mirror checks are bare minimum before any change in direction or speed. And then the other thing is, as I say, it's if you get into a good habit of doing it every time, you'll not miss it. I know the book says shoulder checks, head checks, lifesavers, whatever you want to call it, if necessary. And if you do it every time, it becomes a good habit. And you'll not miss an occasion when it should have been done. Looks like someone lost their associate. See, once again here, if you stop with your right foot down, you'd save your shuffling. Good. Roads like this, what you're doing, I want you to see is scanning every junction on the left or the right, anywhere there's possible someone emerging from driveways. You're sort of constantly back in the left and right, looking, clearing every junction before you come past them. Good. Now briskly, go on, go, briskly up to the fucking 60 if you can get to it. Checking left and right at the crossroads. Need to be glancing into all these things, all these junctions on the left and right. We're getting to the stage now, going to get more nitpickety with you because you're coming up to the better standard now, so you need to be up in your game again now, all the fine tuning. Next thing you know, you'll be getting sent on to Morris. He likes his noddy dogs. Right across to your right there, see that's clear. The left one, you start looking now, there's a car emerging up and you're looking to the right. caught, nothing emerging. So when you watch this video back, I want you to watch, put it on playback, not on your phone. It's hard to see because the wide angle distorts the distance. It looks like I'm further away from you than I am. But if you can play this back, on the larger the screen the better, and watch for your own head movements. This is where you should be looking to make progress. You have the opportunity to overtake there then. If you sort of look the road ahead over the top of the car, move from the following position up to the overtaking position. Once that last car was past you, then you could have been gone. We're not getting another opportunity now. At the end of the road we're turning right anyway. Why are you not over the right hand side of this junction road? Now into a new road. We should have been. We're going straight ahead here. Well, we changed position, we've turned into a new road, we're going to accelerate. But before we accelerate and change speed, we need to be observing, checking the mirrors and the shoulder check indicating, sorry that's overtaking, into the new road, need to check the fucking car. Just change these teeth. Turn into a new road, we're changing the speed, we're going to accelerate. So before accelerating we want to make sure it's safe to do so. So we're checking left mirror, right mirror, shoulder check, make sure the idiot on a bike, i.e. me, is not overtaking you before it's safe for you to accelerate, because if I'm out overtaking you, then you'll be committing a faux pas if you were to then accelerate whilst being overtaken. Accelerating again here now, shoulder check, make sure the motorcycle behind you isn't overtaking you. Check, make sure it's safe to progress. That's good, nice lines through there. Bends 40 and now me here, before we got to the 40, yes we did the noddy dogs before we got to the 40, but before the 40 you were going to brake because you'd seen it. So I was looking for you to have had a confirmatory, check your mirrors and shoulder, before you started braking, slowing down. Because if you've got a car driver behind you, he might not necessarily seen the speed limits ahead like you did, might be minding neutral. Next minute he knows, you slow down on a bike with the engine braking, you just wind the gas off, no lights, brake lights, you run the risk of him running at the back of you. So you need to be aware of someone behind you perhaps travelling too close, and think, well, hang on, I'll just touch my brake lights, activate them even before I'm slowing down. If we touch the light them when they're actually physically braking, might just enough to focus his attention. Because the last thing as bikers we want is don't want anyone to flipping run at the back of us. I've said to you before, Skip, since you've changed onto that bike, you seem a lot more confident, relaxed, smoother. Right, there we go. We're down to 30 without even bothering. Nice to see you glance in each direction, make sure no one else is jumping the lights, coming and conflicting with us even though we've got the green. Here we've got two lanes both go straight ahead. We've now into the lane least resistance, which is good because we've got the acceleration to get away from these lights before this car and then over into the right hand side going past that silver car parked up ahead. What we'll do is check, make sure it's clear to go out there. Not enough to know you're away from that car at the lights. You still need to check your blind spot there as well, in case anything was coming from the other side of the road, turning right and coming up behind us or in front of us in a hurry. Go into the other lane. Go. I say good, well spotted there, following straight ahead. I don't know if it's because you saw the 2 yellow vests in front of the cars in front of us. Here I look for a fucking confirmatory fucking shoulder check there, make sure no one's come from the wrong lane across the lights in a conflicting position with us. Dogs. It's working.
Has it broke now?
No, it's still going. Right, now here you're looking to make progress, so there's a couple of times over the hills you could have overtook.
I did, but see, once I seen that, you know what worries me? It's someone's plan because of some of the it was up and down in corners. I was afraid of someone coming flying, and that's why I held back a wee bit.
Right, all we're doing now is following your nose out the road. But remember what Tommy was saying. You see, you can look across the right and see the road going around the coastline.
Okay.
But be aware that there are spots where you can see it's clear there, but you can't see because up here on the bend itself there could be a car coming around.
You can see on the right hand bend, but not on the left. Okay.
And then good. Nice, you do your shoulder checks even in a car park. In fact, you can actually get very quickly caught out in a car park actually. I'm hoping you don't fall into the trap because you're following behind Seamus. If you can get too close to him, you need to keep a gap so you can still ride your ride as we go up the road here. Here we are, look, into a new road here. Check, check, shoulder, good, lovely. Now it's clear to go. Up to the 30 mile an hour, rush like fuck. So I'm sure that at times it sounds stupid to get into a new road and then do your shoulder checks, your mirror checks, but pause here for the Nationals. Good. But how many times have you turned out from a junction, turned left onto a main road, start driving away, and next minute you look in your mirror and there's a car up your bike, and you think, where the fuck did that come from? Well, look, you can see right round that bend, you could have been gone then. You're commuting. For here is Seamus's associate to make progress, because all the while they don't, we don't neither. See if that was me, I'd have been gone then. Good, I'm glad to see you holding back away from them as well. This is unfortunate because his inability to make progress yet holds us back. We can look right round that bend, look, there's fuck all coming. This is what David's on about. You look right round that bend now as you are, you can see clear all the way around it. Whoever's got Seamus to go in front of him is just content to commute. You should be looking for the overtaking opportunity here, moving up from the following position to the overtaking position. Oh, you're slowing down on the bend. You wee bugger, yeah. Now look, one car coming right round there to the right. And after that car, it's still clear now. You see that? There's a sometimes when you're following behind vehicles as well, sometimes you move over to the left, you can see up the road better than you can from your normal road position. And vice versa, you move to the right, you'll see better. Now the awkward thing about coming out this road here is it's hard to actually fucking spot the turning for the Harrisons. Because we go up a fucking, well, it's not a dirt track, it's a fucking laneway, but I can't remember myself now where the marker is for turning left, but Good, well observed. Good. That's good. Reacted well to that. Hanging back and to the left more fog. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy that. Car emerging at the same time. You could have done better there to slow down, come back behind the cyclist, move over to the left, have a look around the right. That junction on the left there, plus the car coming out. As I say, you'd have done better to show for being restraint there. Would have got him here if nowhere else before. Coming out to where we're going to be turning left up this road somewhere. It's a bit fucking awkward. Good. I'm moving out here to look for the sign in case. But it's good to see you move in position, sacrifice position for safety, move to the near side because the vehicle's coming the way. We'll find out now if your Rain-X works on my fucking camera lens. Oh, yeah, it's the other side of this fucking village. That's good. I was forgetting about this. It's the other side of this village where I think. Good, 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 good. That's it. Clearing everything as we come past. As soon as you can, look into it left here now because you've got the fence. You can look over the fence into there and clear it earlier as you can. As I say, you'll start getting nitpicky in with you. Shouldn't expect to see any 3s on your sheets from now on. Sorry about that, excuse me. Just wondering now when we get out of this village whether Seamus will take the lead from his associate, showing where we're turning in, because like as I say, I can't remember the markers for when we turn. I think there's a sign on the left for it, but so the straight bit of road and you're tempted to flipping sort of start gunning it, and you can't afford to because you're going to turn left at the end of the straight bit. See Seamus take the front, so I'm not sure if it is this straight bit. There's a turn off to the left before we yep, there we go. So the tendency when you come out of that village there, you see all the national, here we go, you look for the overtake, you go to take the overtake and then fucking bang, you miss this turn. Right hand corner at the bottom of here is a bit of a fucking awkward thing at times. Tight fit helmet. Oh, happy days, that's still recording.